Hello and welcome to an emergency news bulletin on today's. We are here to give you an extremely sad news. Actor Ambreesh is no longer with us. Getting into films was just good fortune. This is what he said in one of his last interviews. Talking about his fate, which brought him so much fame on the silver screen, he said, "A friend of mine thought I looked like Shatrughan Sinha. I never wanted to get into films, but destiny brought me here." Born Malavalli Huchache Gorde Amarnath on May 29, 1952 in Maddur Taluk of Mandya district, Ambareesh was the grandson of legendary violinist T. Chaudhya. The violin-shaped Chaudhya Memorial Hall near Sanke Tank in Mallaveshwaram is built in his name. Jalila in Nagaravu was the role in which he marked his entry into Kannada cinema. Discovered by S.R. Puttanna Kanagai, Amarnath changed his name to Ambareesh and later came to be known as Mandyada Gadu. He acted in around 208 films in the 4.5 decades of his career. It was his role in Antha that really pushed Ambareesh to the top as the numero uno of Kannada cinema, and he maintained his image as the rebel star till his last breath. He was a rebel not just in cinema but in real life too. Popular with his fans for his unique style of holding a cigarette, this gesture got him his break with Puttanna Kanagai, and there was no looking back after that for this extremely talented and extremely humble human being. A staunch pillar of the Kannada film industry, Ambareesh was known as the Ajatashatru. The actor occupied the third position in Kannada cinema after the illustrious Dr. Rajkumar and the equally illustrious Dr. Vishnuvardhana. He won the NTR award a few years back and was known as Shotgun Sinha of Kannada cinema. Now you must remember that his comparison to Shatrughan Sinha is by no means the way that we define him. Ambareesh was an actor in his own rights who was much beyond what other actors can think of achieving. Ambareesh married Sumanlatha, a veteran actor in her own right with 175 films to her credit, on 8th December 1991. He has a son, Abhishek, with her. The actor, revered by many in his hometown as well as across the state, earned a name for himself with his many acts of charity. As I told you, he was an extremely humble human being, extremely generous individual. Ambareesh was called Dhanashura Karna because of his various contributions to charity and his willingness to help anyone who approached him, and he was such a good-hearted person. His bold and dashing statements earned him respect and the image of a person with a very clean heart and somebody who did not like to filter his thoughts. Always confident, the actor once quipped, "I am a super survivor. My films make money, producers are delighted, and often offers keep pouring in." He was respected as a politician too. During his tenure as a union cabinet minister, he earned a lot of respect for his views and opinions. When he won the election and became Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, he truly did a lot of good work. He resigned in support of the people of his constituency in relation to the Kaveri water dispute, somebody who was never afraid to take a stand in whatever he believed in, despite whatever cost that he had to pay. The actor's last interview to a television channel was for Vijay Raghavendra's Kismat, while his most recent release was Ambining Vayasiyatho, I hope I have pronounced it correctly, which he said was the last film he would be seen in. Unfortunately for us, it really became the last film that we will ever see him. Munitharatna Kurukshetra, which is yet to be released and features him as Bhishma, will be his last appearance on the big screen. The film was slated for release earlier but was somehow delayed. With his death, the industry has lost the last warrior for Kannada filmdom, and in a way it is not just a loss for the Kannada cinema, but it is a loss for people of Karnataka. Every Karnataka is extremely sad today. And it is not about a loss of the Kannada film actor, it's a loss for the whole film fraternity in India, because Ambereesh had good relationships with everyone. Anyone who has ever come in contact with Ambereesh has always said, if you're not getting along with Ambereesh, then you're definitely not going to get along with a lot of people, because Ambereesh was a person you could easily get along with. He was humble, he was nice, he was respectful, and that is perhaps what you're going to remember. More than an actor, more than a politician, he should be remembered for the excellent human being that he was, for the kind of person that he was, the kind of helpful nature of his. That should be the lesson that youth should take from him, that it is always better to be a better human being than to be a successful human being. So Ambereesh, who was not just successful, but he was a humble soul, he was a great human being. And let's hope that Ambereesh's story is able to shape the lives of the next generation. I hope there is a movie made on Ambereesh as well. A small movie, maybe something to just memorialize in whatever work he has done. But let's hope at least a small movie gets made on Ambereesh, because to be honest, biographies and autobiographies the younger generation doesn't read, but a cinema that is streamed on Netflix or even on something like Amazon Prime, that is something that youth watches. So let's hope his story, his greatness, his humbleness is shown through a movie, and I hope that happens very soon. I'm Anupam, and in this very, very sad times when we have just lost such a great soul, my condolences to all of his fans, his family, and his friends. From today's, it's a very sad day for us that we've lost such a great soul. I'm Anupam, you're watching today's, and please pray for the departed soul. Thank you so much.